Ladies and gentlemen, for the 830th time, it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring that dude called Big Mike.
Yeah.
As well as that dude called Jew.
Hey.
As well as an angry Jew Boo. Me, myself, I am Mahoney. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
What's happening, y'all? What's good out there today? Real quick, I gotta give a shout out to the motherfucking Waffle House down there in motherfucking Falmouth. Goddamn, boy.
Down where?
Falmouth.
Falmouth.
So look,
Fredericksburg area.
yeah, coming back from the murder house before we even
One
left.
on, coming back on the right.
Yep, coming up before you get off.
I think there's two, right? Ain't there two in there?
There's a couple through that strip.
There's one, but this one is right off the exit.
It's right past the Wawa.
Yeah.
It's on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So look, before we went down there, I told kid, I said, hey kid, you know, me and you ain't been on a road trip in a long time. It's been a good number of years since me and you went on a road trip. How about we hit Waffle House on the way back? She said, motherfucker, that's right. I said, I don't give a fuck what time in the morning we leave from down there. We gonna stop at the Waffle House. I don't give a fuck what time it is.
by.
So man, we stopped at the Waffle House. It was like maybe almost 6:30 when we got there. We pulled up. You got two old little ladies. They couldn't have been no taller than maybe right there, somewhere right there. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, these two little old biddies back here, they about to fucking hit that flat top hard. Yo, that shit's gonna be banging. Jailhouse bitch took our order. I mean, tattoos all over the fucking face and shit. I'm like, oh yeah. I tapped kid.
We got it tonight.
I tapped kid. I said, yo, this food is gonna be banging, yo. I mean, this shit's gonna be on point. I ordered me the motherfucking big all-star motherfucking breakfast with the waffle, the grits, the hash brown with cheese and onions, my scrambled eggs with cheese, the toast. Nigga, the toast? How the fuck you make toast taste banging? Don't know, but this Waffle House fucking did it. Toast was fucking banging, yo. Like, it was perfect. Bacon, we got extra bacon. Crispy, on point. Waffle, so buttery, melted in your motherfucking mouth. Nigga, with the syrup, this shit was all fucking point. The whole fucking, the grits.
Yeah, right.
I ain't had these motherfucking good ass grits, god damn it.
Tell them about the grits, Mike.
Motherfucking grits was buttery, man. Fucking nice with the flavor and the texture. These were perfectly done grits, right? The food comes. Me and Kid didn't say a word to each other when we was eating. Not one fucking word was spoken in between us, y'all. Kid was wolfing down her shit
Definitely.
the fastest I've ever seen her ever eat fucking food. Kid was making me look like I was a chump at the plate. You know what I mean? Like
All that intensity of the ghost house freaked her
I
out.
was like, what the
Made her
fuck?
hungry.
So look, so the people at the Waffle House, when I tell you always get a story at the Waffle House, you get a fucking story. Whoever Jake is at this Waffle House, Jake, you need to tighten the fuck up. Apparently he ain't Jake with State Farm, because Jake at the Waffle House, you fucking up. Everybody was bitching about something Jake did the night before.
Shit.
Or the day before. Or that fucking...
Are notoriously do shit.
Yeah, Jake didn't clean up properly.
Jake did something all fucked up because everybody.
Tighten up, Jake.
As soon as they said his name, people were
Goddamn
fucking.
Waffle House.
Everybody that came there to work, because the shift was changing when we was eating. Motherfuckers was getting pissed off about Jake, right? So this one lady comes in, and she goes straight to the coffee. She pours herself a coffee. She looks at everybody and says, "Look, I got up late. I had my cigarette. I don't want to hear shit." And she walks outside. I was like, yo,
Mic drop.
if that bitch right there is on the motherfucking flat top, everybody's food is hitting this morning when they come in this motherfucker, man. She goes out, she smokes a motherfucking cigarette, drinks her coffee. Another girl comes in. Tall Amazonian looking chick, right? She comes in and she was like, yo, girl, did you get your whatever you left back here? And the jailhouse bitch was like, yeah, thank you. She was like, look, I just want to make sure you got that before Jake got it. man, fuck Jake and da 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 da. I'm like, God damn, what the fuck Jake done done? Because Jake done pissed this one
Jake
off.
done run up in both
I
of them.
said, these two motherfuckers, the older ladies were bitching about Jake before they left. Jake had done something and pissed them motherfuckers off. So this other dude walks in and he's about to clock in, and he was like, he comes in, he says, what's up to everybody? And he was like, man, that motherfucking Jake. And I'm like, God damn, you got a story about Jake? I said, yo, kid, whoever the fuck Jake is, Jake got tightened the fuck up because these motherfuckers about to fuck up Jake.
I'd ask one of them. What the fuck's wrong with Jake, man? What's
Look, I was finna complain about Jake.
Is Jake y'all's manager?
Waitresses, and then like the young waitresses don't like him because of that shit. So everything he do is wrong now. And then the old ladies, out of respect for the young waitresses, hate him fucking too.
He's probably a ginger.
Could
You
be.
know what?
Or he's probably. I mean, I don't know. Did you see Jake?
Never saw Jake. Everybody was
damn it.
bitching
I
about
think he's a
Jake.
ginger.
He probably just a messy
I'll stop
motherfucker.
by on my way home.
Everybody was talking about
Oh,
this
yeah.
dude named Jake,
Yes,
yo.
I'ma holler at Jake.
Like all of them were,
See
yo.
what it's about.
They was all pissed off with Jake, and at the time, by the time I was leaving, I was like, man, fuck Jake, man. Like, yeah, whatever Jake did, fuck Jake. You know what I'm saying? Like, he fucking y'all up. I'm sorry that he's fucking y'all up, but you know what? I said, ma'am, this breakfast was fucking delicious. Like,
I'm so glad you were here to make it and not Jake.
yeah, that's because when they came by, the lady was like, is it good? I said, you have no idea how fucking great this breakfast is right now. Like, everything is perfect. Like, how the fuck, again, do you make toast perfect? But they made it perfect. Like, the butter was melted, like, perfectly right. I put the jam on it, man. This spread how I should have spread it. You know what I mean? Like, this shit don't happen all the time, but when it happened, it's Waffle House happening there. You know what I mean? That motherfucking waffle was the best fucking waffle I had. And I don't know how fucking long. That waffle was like picture perfect. You couldn't get a better waffle than that.
Mike, you're fucking pissing me off because I tried to go to Waffle House the other day, right? And like the motherfucker was jammed and I had shit I had to do.
Oh, that was packed with people. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to go to 95 and like look at my dad's wrecked car.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But
yeah,
like,
because you probably came coming back, or was you
well,
going
I was
down?
it was in Dumfries. It was a
Okay,
triangle.
okay. Oh, so you-
like,
yeah.
I went there and there was a Waffle House
Yeah,
there,
but you
but
would still
that
gotta go
fucker.
95, just gotta make a left, huh?
Well, yeah, you had to turn off into a left, and there was like an area that like, you couldn't pull directly into the Waffle House.
Yeah, yeah,
Alright, well,
yeah.
that's all fucked up area
It was
between all three of them. Triangle, Dumfries,
yeah.
and Hood Bridge is all
It was a
right
mess.
around
It
there.
was a mess. But like the Waffle House was stacked. There
Yeah.
was people out the door.
And see,
And I
that's
was
what
like,
I
Yeah, I'm
told.
surprised it wasn't slam packed at 6
But
in
see,
the morning.
that's what I told
What
kids.
is
Nah,
that,
6 in the
Sunday?
morning is still
That-
good.
Was it
It was-
Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday morning.
Yeah, that's why.
6 in the morning is still good Sunday, but 8
Yeah.
o'clock?
Yeah,
Nah,
because
it's
see,
gonna start popping
when-
7 o'clock.
When we was leaving,
This is gonna be jamming come
when we
8.
was leaving, that's when motherfuckers started coming in. This motherfucker, look, man, this brother came in with his girl. They was both high as gas. I fell for him. I was like, man, they feeling nice. Hell yeah, this is the perfect time for them to stop by. This brother came in there with this big ass fake fucking goddamn silver chain. Had this big ass like
Yeah.
safe box on his neck, like a
Okay.
safe on a chain.
Oh.
And this, it was a young, like the motherfucker he probably was about he was
I
younger
didn't say
than
old.
me.
I said bold.
Nah, I know. I said,
Right.
but he was younger than me. He was a youngin'. And him and his old lady was in there, and fucking the jailhouse bitch was like, yo, like your chain. He was like, yo, my wife got it for me. And I look back and I'm like, oh man, she got that from the flea market, bro. Like, that ain't no real shit. That's why you still have it on your neck.
The
Cause
thought that counts, Mike.
no, you ain't wearing no big ass, gaudy ass
I'm
bullshit
gonna
right
get
there.
you
Like
one.
this big ass fucking fake
Don't forget to
chain.
thank her.
Yeah.
Hey,
Immediately.
mind your business, Mason.
Well, that is gonna come out of your mouth though. That is.
Mike, you.
But it's true though. There was no lie saying in that statement.
Hey man, pardon me for trying to encourage your boyfriend to do what he should do. I mean, you know, pardon me.
They came in there.
I'm encouraging him to thank you when you buy him a chain that he doesn't want.
This is how I flirt, y'all. I'm just flirting with him right now, okay? Don't get butthurt.
He could be like,
But mind your mother.
you got me an 18 karat silver platinum
Cubic.
no, yeah,
Dude,
you,
Cubic
I wouldn't
you
give
got
a
me
fuck.
silver
If
with
a dude-
CZs.
If a dude brought me jewelry, even
Cuban
if it
links.
was like ugly costume jewelry, I'd be
So
like,
if it turned
thank
your
you.
neck fucking green,
It probably would. If
you
it
would be
like-
upset with a green ring around your neck.
No.
Shit, that's a
I
lie.
would wear it until that happened, and then when that happened, I'd be like, oh, that's a bummer.
Can you wash the green ring out?
Off your neck, you can eventually wash it
I
off
would
your
It
say,
neck.
goes
you know,
away.
and then
Yeah,
I would
damn.
fucking problem solve for that shit. If it was a ring, I'd put some like clear
look at
nail polish around that shit.
The ladies solving the problem. Hey now.
Yes, because it's nice that
So
you
wait,
saw
wait,
something
wait, wait,
and
wait.
thought
You
of
wouldn't
me.
tell the man, hey babe, what you bought me for
Yo,
my skin up,
busted
you
ass
gave me,
jewelry.
you gave me the
Oh
fake
no, I would
jewelry.
still tell him.
Okay,
but
there
I
we
wouldn't
go.
like,
That's what
I
I was
wouldn't
saying.
rub his nose in it. I would just
man
be
should
like,
see a
he
good
would
girl's
walk in
neck
and
ain't
he would
green.
see me fingernail
So,
polishing
bitch,
a
when you hawking
necklace.
out here now, hold on now.
You'd have
Like, oh,
to,
what you
you'd
got,
have to
mold?
see
Yeah,
that
go
right
ahead.
You
out.
trying to hawk from the neck down? What's going on here?
Okay, first of all, babe, that's the wrong way to go about it.
Well,
Like,
cubic
you-
is the
no.
wrong way to go about it. I mean,
If you were like kissing on my neck and you had given me a necklace that turned my neck green,
Are you gonna taste a little metal?
and he was like,
It's a
"What, you got a fungus, bitch?" I'd be like, "No, that was your necklace, dude."
I would know that shit would.
I think it's sweet if somebody tries to do something for you. If they don't have enough money to get you something nice, I think it's just nice that they tried to think of you and get
Oh,
you something
I get
anyway.
that. My
Yeah, I
thing,
got
Like-
that. Yeah.
Seasoning.
I would never be.
Spices.
Look at that rare gem.
I would
think it's
never.
just nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's
that-
just a good person.
It's nice that the women on occasion think something's nice when
Well, I
something's
could-
done on a point to be nice. Good for
God
you.
put me in your life to
Bravo.
remind you that women
There
aren't
you go.
all cunts.
There's a couple of them out there.
But I just couldn't. I couldn't wrap my head around having something like that on. It just wasn't me. Even when I was younger, I didn't. I had the fake bling bling on my fingers, but not nothing around my
But
neck.
why?
Yeah, I've never done it.
It was a bling era. I think I had.
Did,
I had
did
a
someone
pinky
give
ring.
had
it
chain
to
back
you,
in
or is
the
that
day.
all you could afford?
No. It was just something I fucking found that was like, oh, I found a ring that fit on my finger.
Yeah.
Because fucking
that with watches.
the
Yeah, I
rest
found
of
it.
the rest of my rings
Sure.
actually fit my finger because I bought my rings. The pinky ring was the fake one. The rest of my jewelry was real.
Like
Did
what
you-
what I want to do is get a tattoo of a Movado face on my wrist.
Movado?
Because I can't wear a watch. They make my wrists hurt.
You don't like wearing
It's
watches?
a
I love
watch and
watches.
clock
I don't like wearing
manufacturer.
watches.
Oh.
You know the one that's like the black face with the dot at the top?
Uh-huh.
Imagine you didn't know that was what Movado was. What would you guys have thought of?
I don't know because I actually know watches, so I would know what I'm.
Yeah, I was just
would
gonna
know
put the
what other way I would
Movado face
I
on there.
literally thought
There you
about
go.
like a mask. I don't know why I love Movado. Maybe
But
it's
if I was gonna do it, I'd get it set to 420, and then
No.
I'd be like, Mark, hey, look at this. You know, look at me with my 420 watch,
do. All right, there you go.
always there. What time is it? It's 420 on the Movado.
420 everywhere.
It's 420 on the Movado.
Movado. I just remembered
go.
that's a fucking watch.
It's a watch,
I
man.
fucking
Oh
follow
wait a minute, how
watch.
did you remember when we've been talking about it
The
for like
way you
2 minutes?
guys said it, the
Wait
first
a
time,
minute, hold
the
on, wait,
first time I heard it, I
there's
thought you
no
said
other way to say it.
Mabato.
It's just my pronunciation.
I thought you guys said Mabato, not Mavato.
Domo Magorigato, Origato, Ama Robato, and my Debato, my Mabato.
Tomato.
Jill, have you ever,
Say
have you
Tomato
ever
Potato.
sang Dama Arigato Mr. Robato in one of your songs?
Fuck no.
Negative.
I'm making a request.
All right,
We got some song requests. This man's got some songs to make.
Hey, Just Girl's hard, man.
I know.
That beat you sent me, man, I don't know, man. I know
You
about
gotta
the
listen.
tune,
You
but
gotta listen to the song and learn it, and then you can figure out how to do it.
You could.
I
You
don't
could
know
do
that
anything
beat.
you
I
put
don't
your
really.
mind
That
to,
beat is
baby.
that instrumental that we got. I don't know. We might have to do a little something with that. I don't know.
I mean, it's legit.
I don't know.
It's a legit.
but I don't
instrument.
like it. I don't like it. You know how I am. I'm picky.
I know you're
You
ridiculous.
know what I mean? Hey, but
Look at-
so
what you hear-
real quick.
Hold on,
Take it
the-
to-
hold on.
take it
We're
to
gonna get to the
the
streaker, but he's about to pull up the instrumental for real quick, and then we'll get to the streaker.
Well, we could play the instrumental for sure, but like what you ought to do is you ought to learn it via the Chipmunk song, the way I learned it when I was a boy.
I don't think I've ever heard you say when I was a boy.
When I was a
like
boy.
Anybody, when I was a boy.
When I was a boy, I was.
Oh God, this song. Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like that this is such a joke.
Jesse is a friend. Yeah, I know he's been a good friend of mine.
Why is that so good?
Lately
actually?
something changed and it's hard to define. Jesse's got himself a girl and I wanna make her mine. Cause she's watching him with those eyes. And she's loving him with that body, I just know it.
See, I don't know.
Okay, no, he can't do it now because you just fucking killed it.
I know.
You did good.
I'm
You did
good at that shit.
That was
Played
good.
along with the charades.
Oh, he's still going, y'all.
It's the whole song, girl.
Doesn't seem to be a reason to change.
But
You
yeah,
don't feel so dirty when they start talking cute. You know, I want to tell her that I love her, but the point is probably moot. She's watching him with those eyes, and she's loving him with that body. I just know it. And he's holding her in his arms late at night. You know, I wish that I had Jesse's girl. Jesse's girl. Where can I find a woman like that? See, it's not hard. And the Chipmunks did this, man. This is a Chipmunks version, and it's hard as shit, man.
yeah, I remember hearing the Chipmunks and this one.
This is what you need to do. You listen to this, and
Not
you.
gonna do it, dude.
I know he's not. That's why that's why I keep fucking with
Baby,
him.
just think of a song that you want to do because you should stop.
Listen.
I cannot. Dude, I got fucking little kids. This takes me completely out of my element.
What
And
do
I
you
start
mean?
thinking about fucking chipmunk movies I watch with my baby boys. Like, it's not fun. I mean, it's fun because they make you think of them, but not the same kind of fun.
Oh, Lisa, I'm sorry. I'm fucking with you.
I want to hear Andrew spit some crazy shit. Like, I just love it. I want to get a copy of his portfolio.
Oh wow, you want the you want the
do.
discs?
Oh, you
set
know
up?
what? We should give her the original mixtape. I think I still have that in the CD.
Nah, them bulk ass busted up CDs. You don't need that. You don't need like a
You
17.
guys just need to get put it on a USB and give it to me.
Well, you know, a lot of
To
it.
play mission.
A lot of it is available for purchase on Bandcamp,
I am
but
not gonna pay.
God damn.
I am
Man, she ain't
not.
support your art, G.
well, it's,
No,
you got
it's
10
not
free
that.
plays. You got 10 free plays. You can go on there and listen.
Like, I have to protect him. Like, I need to, like, we
How
have
are
to
you-
have it all in, like, one set spot.
It's already in one said spot. You want to make him less
No.
protected by taking it and
Like,
spreading it
no,
all
It's
out.
not, like, in one spot. Like, you probably have so many different areas that various songs he's done have been stored. Like,
Is that,
I don't know.
Roll.
Yeah, I'm
a
done.
little low? Can you turn it up? Music?
What?
The
Oh
music?
my god, I thought that was you talking? Motherfucker!
She was talking right back to her. She's like, what? Huh? What?
How you?
Yeah, I'm fisted in a wall.
I said, what? She said, how you feel about feeling?
Cause that shit was funny, cause that's when Ben walked out, cause that's when we had him in the corner right there. And he looked at you, then looked at us, and we just started laughing.
How old was Ben?
He had just
Year
turned
ago? Year old?
18.
This was
Well, no, this
21.
one, that-
This
no.
is 21.
This was
This was
21?
recorded in 21.
This was recorded 3/21/21.
Yeah.
What the hell then I'm thinking about?
So yeah.
Okay.
So how?
So that's like 2 years ago. Is that one of the that's the last recording you've done?
No, hell no.
No, it's been more recent stuff. We just haven't done stuff in probably a year or so.
Bitches, just tell me what y'all thinking about.
Babe,
Well, the corner,
you
the
started
corner's
dating
where I
me about a
spit.
year ago.
The corner's where I
Like,
spit, and then, but I can't
I'm gonna
spit.
peace
I
out for
can't.
a
I can't
while.
spit right here.
He can't do it here because he can't have people in his peripheral. He
Yeah.
needs to be like a horse with
Yeah.
I
blinders
gotta
on.
be in the corner.
He needs blinders.
Oh, I get that.
So
Yes,
because
yes.
otherwise I lose my shit. It's hard even in the corner because I say the most ridiculous shit even in Rocky Bottom Studio.
Yeah, dude, you
Like-
couldn't keep your shit
Like,
together.
they would be in the room and they couldn't even stay in the room eventually. Like they had to like go in the kitchen and
Yeah,
shit.
no,
Like,
we would hang out in the
No, I
kitchen.
understand that entirely, babe.
We would hang out in the kitchen and cover our mouths and try not to scream with laughter.
So good.
Yeah,
So funny.
it's absurd.
I mean, it'd be different if I was a rapper. I'm not really. I'm not a rapper. I'm an electrician. I just do this by fun. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not
That's why
MC
it's so
nothing. You know what I mean?
perfect.
But
MC nothing.
when I feel a beat though, sometimes I put some hot fire like Dylon. You know what I mean? Fucking hot fire. Greatest rappers all time. Dylon, 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 Dylon. But
Now this is what the streaker should have ran out to some stripper music.
so the streaker.
Yeah, get the streaker some props. Yeah, get this,
No,
get the streaker some round of applause.
Look, the streaker put a $50,000 bet on a streaker for the Super Bowl
Yeah.
and made $374,000.
And got fined $100. That man made a come up on himself.
Dude, that's
smart as
so
shit.
brilliant.
That is
So minus the
genius.
Super Bowl ticket, he rolled $350 at least,
Oh my
cash,
God.
cheddar.
Yeah.
Even if his boys
How
threw
the-
all down on that.
It's amazing.
Wow.
Just
$374,000
you made bank.
Wow.
right to his bank account. As
They're
soon
gonna
as he
have to-
ran across that motherfucker, he
They're
in
not-
jail. He in jail made
They're gonna have to
$374,000.
take that away. That bet,
So
they're
this
gonna
has
have to
gone
take that bet
viral.
away.
This has gone viral. So like next year, is
Not
anybody gonna bet
necessarily
on
because
streakers?
No, it's not gonna happen. They won't have a
They're
bet
gonna
next year.
ban it.
no, they won't do it
They
yet.
probably won't. They'll probably take that
What a
bet
lucky
away.
motherfucker.
But that's smart as shit.
Like I
Hold
love
on, wait a minute.
that
How
guy.
much can you win if a streaker win across?
That's break the system shit.
Wait a minute.
I love it.
Hey, yo, I got a plan. Homie, I got a
Plus
plan.
600.
Just be down there with bail money, but I got a plan, yo. I'm gonna win this
fined
bet, yo. We gonna be
$100.
I think
straight.
it was,
Yeah, he got
I think it was
$500.
1,000. I think, but either way, still.
Either way, you still fucking made a come up.
And your ticket was probably what 10, 15.
Roughly. So say he spent $60,000
So say he made
altogether.
350. You know what I mean? At least he run out of 350.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
run across the fucking field in a fucking onesie.
We have been a onesie.
My
Not even full on streaking.
For
He was in
30
a
yards, which
onesie.
really ain't hard.
Yeah, he was.
What?
Yeah, he was in
He
a
had-
onesie.
wasn't
he had
even
a purple
naked?
He
onesie
wasn't even
on.
butt ass naked. He was in a onesie.
Oh, like a pale onesie.
Nah,
Nah,
it's
that's a
pink.
pink.
I took a picture of
Pink onesie.
screenshot.
No
Does that
way.
even count as streaking? I'm sorry. That's
Nah,
bullshit.
that's not streaking. If you ain't
Hashtag-
naked,
If you ain't
that
naked.
ain't streaking. That's
Fake news.
That
bullshit.
was this.
Nah,
news.
that's bullshit.
It was here.
No. That's not streaking. There's another name for that when somebody just like randomly is like a spaz and
Disrupting the fucking games.
Disrupting
I mean,
the
technically it's streaking. Streaking ain't.
I
Will
thought streaking
Ferrell.
was naked.
Old school.
When Will Ferrell says we're going streaking, he's
That's
taking his
crazy.
clothes
Streaking
off.
ain't,
Butt ass naked.
ain't nothing like it used to be.
We're gonna go
Now,
streaking through
hold
the
on, wait a
quad.
minute. What if he would have got paid more if his dick was out?
What you mean?
They're not
Like
gonna
if he's in a leotard, like
They're not gonna-
Give us a
I'm
show
trying to-
at the archive.
what's the spread like?
You mean
Who's
like
bet-
are there?
It was HBO running that bet.
But
Like,
are there
I mean, come
different
on.
kind of streakers that you
That's-
can bet on? Like I'm
that's what
betting
I'm
on
saying.
dick out streaker
Yeah,
or
it's
titty
just
out
streak-
streaker
it's just a streaker,
or
not- it's
just
just
Are we
wearing a
at the
tight
beach
pink
or the
outfit.
nude beach?
Right.
Yeah, it's like, all right, is there tears in this shit? Like when he placed the bet, like, yo, can I get full on?
That's too specific. You
Nipples
can't go
and
crazy like
just
that.
Nah,
It's
nah,
gotta
nah.
be either yes or no.
No.
If
You know
you're
what I mean?
if you're
Yes or
making
no?
if I'm making
That bet's gotta
300
be a yes or no bet.
if I'm making $350,000, like y'all have to see my dick running across the stage street. You know what I'm saying?
I think you
like
know
you
what,
gotta make
hold
it.
on.
You gotta streak naked
would
and be
do it in my
on
underwear.
television. You know what I'm saying? You have to
Here's
make
my
it on
thing.
TV.
Here's the other thing that I was just
Yeah,
thinking about, though. He probably was in a leotard because kids are at the game and kids are watching TV. So that's a whole different charge.
Touche.
He could
Touche.
be a sex
Yeah, you
offender
can't be
otherwise.
naked
Yeah.
and shit. You catch a charge all day.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that does make sense now.
Okay,
You
that
guys
does.
remember the lady
Okay.
that like literally whipped off her shirt and just ran titty free across
In the soccer game.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
remember
remember
that
titties.
shit?
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I just thought about ladies' titties. They were so nice. They were.
My girl.
I don't know why. I just thought about ladies' titties and they were so nice.
Well, I mean,
They're such a beautiful thing.
they are beautiful
Yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, you guys! I watched a really crazy movie last night.
What'd you
Titty
watch?
bong.
Yeah, lots of titties in this movie. Project X. Have you guys seen
Oh,
that?
yeah, that's with the kids, right?
I've never
a party.
seen that.
Yeah, the youngest
You guys,
house
I
party.
watched it. I watched it with my son, my 15-year-old son, then and his biological father,
Yeah.
right? Who, yeah. So I was geeking because the whole movie I felt kind of bad because I was like, oh, this movie was made in when was this made? 2012. Okay.
Yeah. So
the ecstasy reign of like the time frame that I've known about was always like 2003, 2004. So the fact that like a movie came out in 2012 about like ecstasy and like kids like doing this and the soundtrack was dope as fuck. But I don't know, I was just like a little jarred. I was like, why is this movie coming out in like 2012? I thought like ecstasy had like done retired.
Yeah, I don't know. Ecstasy wasn't the thing
Ecstasy.
I fucked with.
Does not retire.
I don't
It
think
doesn't
anything
retire?
retires.
No.
Nah, they still do it
I
now.
don't think anybody does that.
People in
Hollywood's
their
still in
people in their early 20s like that kind of shit.
Is that? But like,
People
That's
still
the
do
age.
ecstasy.
You don't think about it
maybe it's
because
because I don't hang out with a bunch of 20-year-olds.
well, you don't exactly.
Now
You're
people
not.
now acid.
Except for Ben. Oh,
I bet people.
Yeah,
I bet people don't do.
yeah.
I bet people don't do acid.
Sure they do.
who does that?
Dude, psychedelics are becoming huge. Motherfuckers are microdosing
Mushrooms.
I mean,
acid.
Right.
shrooms, yeah, but acid.
Motherfuckers
I don't
are
know, bro.
microdosing acid in fucking like Silicon Valley. Like this is big shit.
Dude, my son was like, "What's ecstasy?" He didn't even know what the fuck it was yet. And then I was like, "Oh my god, am I corrupting my kid right now?"
Not really, because
Like, am I teaching him about what this shit is?
What you need to teach him is
He's
that
heard of it, but
what you
like,
need to teach
he's
him
never
is
seen a movie about
a lot
it.
of these pills these days
It was a good
are
movie, though.
fucking
Fentanyl.
legitimately
Oh, yeah.
fentanyl laced.
No, that was the first thing he said. He was like, I don't know, we start, of course, watching this movie, like, the more you know, say, like, turn and say to the kid, like, hey, this is actually not fun. Like,
Yes.
these kids are about, like, the second that all the main characters took ecstasy, we both looked at Jude and we were like, it looks cool right now, man.
Yeah,
But
man,
I
drugs
swear to you,
suck.
in a couple hours, it's going to fucking suck. These kids are going to be feeling horrible.
Yeah.
And Jude was like, yeah. He's like, well, hopefully they're not laced with fentanyl, and they all are dead in 20 minutes. And I just looked at him and I was like, what the fuck? That's like a really big thing for
That's
you.
not how it happened in 2012, but it does now.
No, that's because fentanyl wasn't a thing back then. I don't
Nah,
think,
uh-uh,
right?
It was a thing,
It
but it
was,
wasn't
but
like it
it
is.
was like-
It was still
Yeah.
legitimate. It was a legitimate drug.
But
like
it was for like cancer patients only.
yeah, you would get it in a patch
Yeah, it
form.
wasn't for like back pain.
You would get it in a patch form or a lollipop form. It didn't come in powder and be pressed into street
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
pills that were
Kids
marketed
like Jude told
as
me,
something
Jude was
else.
like, I would never do drugs because you don't know if something has that shit in it. And
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
whoa, that's good. I'm
Yeah, grow your own
glad.
weed, boy.
Don't ever do anything ever, but like honestly, that's awful. Why? That's like
This is why
powerful
all of this
thing.
stuff should be legal and regulated and taxed and
You're such
because
a buzzkill.
Nah.
I shouldn't have brought it up.
no,
I'm
if you don't
sorry.
do that shit, all you're doing is encouraging
Like I feel bad about
laced-
talking about this right
laced
now.
garbage. You're encouraging
It was a
laced
good
hot
movie.
garbage out there.
Good soundtrack.
So-
It is.
So what happened? Did the kids get fucked up on the ecstasy and die?
Do
Nah,
you guys remember that movie, the promos that they did?
I never seen it.
I remember
Jimmy
it was like a
Kimmel,
giant house party.
Jimmy
Yeah.
Kimmel like went out online and people thought it was like a real thing that happened. And because Jimmy Kimmel was like, yeah, the biggest house party ever occurred in northern Pasadena in California, and they promoted this movie kind of like Blair Witch.
Yeah,
how they
fuck
promoted
Blair
Blair
Witch.
Witch.
Blair Witch
You
sucked
know, remember
ass.
how they promoted that? Like, it
Yeah, I
was
remember that
real?
shit. Oh, I remembered all that shit because that's what
See,
pissed
now
me
you
off
done
about
set
that fucking
Mike
movie.
off on fucking that stupid ass movie Blair Witch.
Did you know it was fake from jump?
No, see,
I thought it was real, too.
I thought it was real the whole way because the way they was talking about
When
the
when they
shit.
said it was a witch, I was like, yeah,
I was scared to
okay.
death.
But see, again, it goes back into my mindset of like the shit I like. So I'm like, all right, let's see this paranormal shit, what they got going on here.
I like it too.
And then watching the whole fucking movie pissed me off because the girl I was dating with at the time, we went and she hates shit like that at that time. And we're watching this fucking movie and it gets to the end when it's finally starting to get good at the very end of this motherfucker. You know what I mean? The snot-nosed bitch that was crying in the fucking woods with her fucking snot hanging out her goddamn nose is running, Mike, where are you, Mike? Ah! He's in the corner in this basement in the fucking dark. And if she goes up and touches him, he turns around and the movie's over. I'm like, wait. That's how we ended this movie? And the credit star roll, I got the fuck up and cussed everything. I was mad, fuck this goddamn producer, fuck this
were
fucking
in the
movie.
theater?
Yeah.
I
I
wish I
said,
did
man,
that. I
I said, we all paid our money for this bull, because the theater was packed.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
remember.
we
I
paid
saw it in
all
the
our
theater, too.
fucking money for this bullshit. Fuck this goddamn movie,
I
yo.
was crying right along with that bitch. I was terrified.
Were
of
you
that
really
movie.
crying with that snot-nosed
Yes.
hoe? Man, fuck that bitch.
I was so scared. I really believe in like weird, freaky shit.
So
like
do
that.
I, but that shit
So
pissed me
I
off
felt
so
like it
bad.
was real. I feel like they marketed that shit like it was fucking legit. And I felt tricked when I found out. Like scathed.
When my brother told me about the
Are you
ex-
really playing this right now?
Yep, he sure is.
I told him to earlier.
I didn't see it till like between episodes.
When The Exorcist came out, my brother, we watched The Exorcist. He said, yo, you
Yeah.
know them steps are real. I'm like, for real?
Yeah.
He took me to DC. I passed them steps every fucking week. I'm like, yo, I even had a dude with me one time. We was riding. I said, yo, you ever seen that movie Exorcist? He goes, yeah. I said, man, them steps right there. And we kept on getting it. He was like, but it's not, they're not fucking like haunted steps. It's just where it was shot at. These steps are at the perfect spot. You get the light on them right, they gonna look tight just like they did in the fucking movie.
Still haunted.
That's not haunted. Them steps ain't haunted.
What's that?
No, because people
I
run down
believe
them.
Rock Creek Park's probably haunted because all the motherfuckers that died in Rock Creek Park.
Oh yeah.
That
well.
What
probably
steps you talking about? The ones right there on the water?
But people run down those steps and die sometimes.
Right
man.
between,
because they're
right
so
between
steep.
two bridges?
That's right.
Yeah, between K and M Street Bridge, is it Lafayette? Yeah, it's Lafayette and K. It's coming off Canal Road. When you're coming off Canal Road to turn on K Street, it's right there in between. It's these townhouses, these row houses where the driveway's all cobblestone, and you see stairs going up. That's the Exorcist stairs.
I feel like they're haunted because they were the Exorcist stairs.
No.
Jesus Christ, mute, you fucking. You're over there just.
Like, it's the soundtrack of my life, Joe.
I keep looking around, I'm like. But yeah, no, I don't think they're necessarily haunted because of The Exorcist, but I think that,
They became popular because of the movie.
oh yeah, but I think that somebody has died running down them bitches
It
at
was
least
Brad
once or
Stevens
twice.
and motherfuckers are.
And they might just
and
be
they
there.
narrow ass fucking steps
The
like that.
river's probably more haunted than that shit is.
Why,
Water
yeah.
in general, homie.
Yeah.
Now, you
yeah,
really want
water.
to do something, carry your ass up to fucking,
The Bahamas.
no.
Yeah,
Where was the
there's that,
battle in
like,
Pennsylvania? Fucking
Oh, Gettysburg.
Gettysburg, yeah. You go to
Yo,
Gettysburg.
they say that shit is like the first time I went up there was doing a delivery, and I had to go through Gettysburg, and the fog that was in that field where the battle happened was similar to the fog that was up in that room where I was in, just as fucking thick, and you couldn't see
Dude,
shit in there.
it's I've driven through it like that on the Manassas battlefield many a night,
Yeah.
driving through that thing. Like, I would ride through there with the windows down, with the J's burning and shit, and like, it would be thick sometimes going
Yeah.
through the battlefield
Yep.
area, you know, and
see,
it's
but-
weird fog.
All that shit's like right up my alley though, like that shit, you know, like.
I've heard that if you go out and park in the fields, you can hear horses running and
Yeah.
gunshots and cannons and
There was one.
marching
What was
and
that bridge out here?
all
We had
that
the haunted
shit.
bridge. It was out here on Waterloo.
Yeah, that's the bridge. Yeah.
I just
The
looked
haunted
so
bridge.
witchy.
The haunted
Look at
bridge.
it.
Yeah.
Because they said you drive across it, you're supposed to drive across it, then drive back and park in the middle.
Yeah.
And you hear something like horses and
You
shit
hear
coming.
shit coming up the water.
So we did that. I remember
Well, it's
taking
like
people out
if
there.
I would almost want to do it on a horse, but like, God, that'd be terrifying because the horse would probably freak the fuck out.
Yeah, the horse is
Probably.
gonna freak out before you do.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna tell us something's coming before
Exactly.
you do, way before you do.
I'd be like, nah, Ghost Rider, chill. He'd be
Yeah,
like,
Like, nah, man, you ain't fucking Nicolas Cage, dog. I'm gone, brother. What's wrong with you,
we're getting the
brother?
fuck out of here,
But
buddy.
you don't hear that
Get him outta
shit. You don't see that shit. I smell something
It's
coming.
clear people
Then-
coming, bro. They got clear
Then you
horses walking
fall
up
down.
there.
Then you fall down and break your leg.
Yeah.
Or some shit.
Be
And then
like
you're
the
laying there in the
typical
field,
blind
Hey,
white bitch in the
half-ass,
movie.
back-ass road on a one-lane bridge.
crawling out,
crippled as
walking out
fuck.
on one leg.
Paul Revere my ass.
The redcoats is coming. The redcoats is coming.
You just hoping,
Different
you just
war.
hoping the next motherfucker who you see isn't gonna be a drunk using the back road like a back road is supposed to be used, and it's some douche in a Prius
Or
on a
the
mountain bike
motherfucker-
who he actually can see you laid up there crippled as fuck.
Or Large Marge, the motherfucker that
Yeah.
really died in that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
oh yeah,
Pick you up and tell you a story after they drop you off.
was it the Deliverance or whatever was it?
Nah, Large Marge is in Peter Herman's Big
Yeah, but
Adventure.
who was the bitch who locked? Who was the bitch who locked the writer down in the basement? Was that Delirious?
No,
Oh,
Misery.
yeah, Deliver.
Misery.
Yeah.
Misery.
Misery?
With Kathy Bates.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And she
yeah.
broke his
But,
ankles.
What was that? Yeah, what was that?
Stephen
Michael.
King book.
In the bookie, she cuts his feet off.
I
Yeah.
read the book. I read the
That's
book before
hot.
I
That's
saw
live
the movie.
action with a hacksaw or
Scared
something.
to death. Yes,
I
that
think so.
fucking
Can you
hacksaw.
imagine cutting a motherfucker's leg off with a hacksaw?
I mean, you
dog?
tie him up
Yes, I
tight
can.
enough,
I think
yeah.
I read that shit when I was like 12.
Yeah, but can you imagine doing that? That's some live
I'm
action,
serious.
dog. That's just not a. That's just not a quick
she
thing.
needed the character to die right.
I mean, you're rocking on that boat at least
Stephen
12
King
times
is
you
a
got to
sick
come
fuck.
back.
Like,
That's
I love
hot.
him.
And then the next leg,
Yeah.
something wrong with you.
You gotta
dog.
tie it
do the
off though to
first
keep
one-
it from bleeding
But
out.
look, once you do the first one, you pretty much know how to do the second one better. The first one you're gonna fuck up on a lot.
Fair.
By the time you do the first one, you're like,
I
all right.
don't know though, because if you just get good and just hack it, you just gotta go.
Yeah, you just gotta work it.
If you got them locked in good, man,
I mean, you're
you ain't
doing,
getting
like I
away.
said, you're doing at least 7 reps at least to get through a bone. What's that bone? At least half inch, 3/4 thick.
You got two of
Depending on
them.
the
You got
motherfucker.
2 of them
It
to
depends
get
on how
through.
strong
You
you
get right
are.
from here, right?
It depends on how
bone, right?
it depends on how strong your blade is
And
Yeah.
how strong you are.
and how strong you
Tendons and
are.
muscles.
Wow.
That blade's
veins.
gonna like that bone, I think, though.
Maybe.
I know that blade likes metal. I think that blade's gonna like that bone.
Have you guys ever like cut up like deer or like
Nah,
Chicken
weird
bone,
shit
all
like
that
that?
I
Nah,
don't get down like
You
that.
ain't
I've seen
hacked up
that
a
you
chicken
cut up
before?
fish, but I've never seen them cut up.
nothing like that.
It's shocking that you've seen him cut up fish.
Where you like gotta break
Oh,
the
he's
joints
good
and all
at
that. You ain't never done
Nah, I
that.
ain't done
He's a
all that.
chef.
Okay.
He's really good at it.
So you
I
never
mean,
had to break down an animal.
I have, but I don't do all that. You know what I mean?
Like
I
you
cook
know, you when
I feel
you
it's
break.
easier to cook it to break it into pieces cooked rather than raw.
Oh, okay,
You know what I
fair
mean?
enough. There we go. I'm about to say I've done that with chickens many a time, man. You gotta break the joint and
Hell yeah, me
cut
too.
up the joint, cut up the ball, pop it. You know what I mean? Hit it with that chop one time, cut it right in the spot.
Yeah, I ain't never, like I said, I ain't never really had it. I mean, I know how to do that, you know, because I know
Yeah.
I know where the joints is and I know where to
Yeah, well, we're
cut it,
breaking
but
that.
I don't ever really break it down like that.
Got you.
I don't really fuck with dark meat. You know what I mean? I'm a more
I'm a white meat kind of
titty
fella.
and titty
Yeah,
and wing.
titty and a wing. Yeah, I'm right there, titty and wing all day.
But the dark meat I like dark meat better as a quarter with the thigh and
With
the
the
drum.
thigh and the drum.
Yeah,
yeah,
on
yeah,
that
yeah, you
bitch.
got
I like
yeah.
it like that. I don't like it. I would rather have it like that rather than separate.
If I had to choose,
If I
yeah,
fuck with
I
dark
would do
meat,
that.
like, cause I don't really fuck with dark meat, but when I do fuck with dark
You
meat, I'd
gotta have
rather have
both
it.
of them.
Yeah, both of them. You know what I'm
You
screaming?
need the
Yeah.
mix.
Yeah, I like to have all that all
Might
together.
as well
Cause
take
you're
it straight
losing
to
meat.
quarter. Yeah, you,
Otherwise,
big time.
yeah,
Because thighs ain't got enough meat on them anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah, thighs
And the
is
drummy
limited,
drummy
yeah.
got the meat at the
Well,
top
that's
part.
the
Drummy
reason
is
why the
fucking-
breast is the
Yeah,
shit,
'cause
because
it's got
it's
all
just
the
got
meat.
all the meat.
Give
Just
me a
say,
good
just
chicken
give me
titty.
that. I ain't fucking with all these
Chicken
bony
titties
ass
all day.
pieces. Yeah, chicken titties all
Yeah,
day.
but the titties so much get dried or they ain't fucking, you know what I mean? Once you start getting in the middle of the
Hey,
titty,
look,
there
man,
ain't
if
much
you-
more of the seasoning.
Hey,
you know
man,
what
you
I'm
cook
screaming?
them titties right.
Now you got something going there.
Yeah,
you
see-
got something going
see,
there.
you got
when you
that
get to the
cooked
middle of the titty,
Yeah.
you need season to go deep in the
Yeah,
titty.
that's what screaming.
So you gotta.
You can butterfly that bitch and just season the whole thing.
Nah,
man.
You can, but see-
I don't know how
Now, you
gotta,
cook that
gotta,
quick.
You gotta inject. You
gotta inject, you gotta-
squirt,
you
bro.
gotta stick some shit
squirt
up
in
in
that
there,
I
thing.
do all that. Oh, you know what's funny?
You
I
gotta
was
squirt
squirt
in
the
that thing.
titty.
I was at the
Not
store.
on it. Gotta squirt it.
squirt.
Base
Yeah.
base is not gonna get deep, girl.
Nah, you gotta get in it.
Base is
You
not
gotta-
gonna get deep.
no,
Base
you
is
gotta
gonna
get
do
in it.
like the tip.
Oh yeah,
And-
basting
and-
is just where you drape it over.
Yeah.
I was thinking like
You gotta get
You
deep
gotta
in that
get
titty.
inject, like I
Yeah, you gotta
said.
stick
That's
that
the
stuff.
I
problem
don't
for
know
a
why
lot
I
of
thought basting was like injecting.
All up in the middle. You gotta
Yeah.
get it all up in the middle.
Because the good titty is when you break half that titty open
Tell 'em.
and you got that
Scream
one
it.
little chicken tender titty
Uh-huh.
piece right up in there.
Right up
and
in
you
that
get that
bitch.
little season
With
in
that
between
juice up in that bitch. Yeah, man.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. You
That's a
get that
good
right
titty.
there. That's a good titty right there.
Boy, shit, what?
Girl,
I
tell you
concur.
what,
I
yeah.
concur.
But you gotta get the juices up in there.
Get some garlic herb butter up in
Yeah.
that bitch, boy. What?
That's how you do it, huh?
Smacking lip titties
Man, you know
right
what
there.
I do
Garlic,
is, man.
salt, little garlic, salt, pepper, butter.
Spread
Swirl around,
that
maybe a little,
motherfucker in there.
little
So do you
hot cayenne or something like
you
that.
get it
Put a little-
liquid and then
little salt.
syringe it up, or do you like?
Yeah, you syringe
You'd
it.
have to.
You
You'd
mix
have
that
to.
up and then you syringe it in there. Get all around in there.
That shit come out hot and juicy. You break that motherfucker off. You
I
see
do that
juice
when
come out.
I be basting or when I be smoking my shit though. I'll cut a little slit in it and I'll stuff the butter. I'll mix up butter.
Oh, there you go.
And all that
Wow,
together,
with
not
peas.
melted.
Yeah.
And I'll just tuck it up underneath the skin.
On the skin, let it soak
between
on
the
in.
meat all around and all that area there. And then let it ride. Then drizzle with a little bit of hot sauce and then honey over on
Talk
the
to 'em.
backside.
Yo,
Talk to him.
Check this
You
shit
can
out.
cook, man. He can.
Pizza Hut got this hot honey pepperoni pizza. That motherfucker's not bad.
Oh, that Mike's hot honey shit is that's probably what they got.
Yo, that shit was not bad. I ordered, Squeezums ordered it for us when we was down the house on Thursday. And I was like, yeah, I gotta try this motherfucker out. Fuck it, I ain't paying for it. So, you know, try this shit out. Man, that motherfucker was not bad. The honey,
Was it
the heat.
pan or what regular?
Just hand toss, you know what I mean? But I mean, the motherfucker was actually fucking good. I'm like, huh, maybe question some shit. Like, would honey intensify the flavor of the meat on any pizza I put it on? Because the honey, it wasn't overwhelming with the honey.
Well, I think it really
Nah,
depends.
because you got that sweet and then that heat. That balance
Yeah,
out
But
tight.
it depends on what you're fucking with, right? Like if I get the Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich, right, and just eat that shit, it ain't that hot. But if I throw a little bit of ranch on that bitch and eat it, it gets hotter for
Bro,
me.
I put the fucking Polynesian sauce on the spicy chicken sandwich from fucking Chick-fil-A.
It's good, right?
Boy,
I might have to give that a whirl, too.
I'm telling you, that
I might have to
motherfucking
get that.
Polynesian
See, 'cause you
sauce.
steered me right with the motherfucking avocado lime dressing.
Yeah, bro, what? Yeah, I try to tell you, man, that
love that
motherfucker
shit.
right there.
Yeah, the avocado ranch.
The avocado ranch
Yeah,
is the shit.
that shit
boy.
is fire, son. It's
Man,
good on the
what?
fries, dog.
Yeah,
I'm
what?
putting it on the fries.
Shit,
Get
yeah.
down.
So good.
It's phenomenal.
Look,
You can buy
Popeyes
it.
fucked me
There's
up.
like certain
They got the squeeze
grocery
bottles.
stores that have it
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
I went to Popeyes, right, and fucking Popeyes had truffle sauce, like truffle dipping sauce.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I got that shit. I love some truffle shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been on this truffle kick since we came back from Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico had these truffle fries that were the best truffle fries I've ever had, and no place has ever come close to touching this place yet.
See, that's the problem with that sort of thing, right? Like I've had some truffle fries at a couple of places that were just phenomenal, and every time I try them in other places and they're not phenomenal, I'm always
I'm
super
pissed off.
disappointed. I'm
Yeah,
like, God,
exactly.
you suck.
Like this sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, there's
so
a level.
We
Yeah, you got to do it a
where
certain
was
way.
I had my boy with me because I turned
Just
him
toss
on.
it in that oil with a little salt and pepper.
I
That'll
turned
be
him on
fine.
the truffle sauce when we was at Dave and Buster's because Dave and Buster's had truffle fries.
I feel like those weren't great.
They weren't great, but they were that day close, almost close. They were like maybe 3 streets over from Puerto Rico's. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They was in the ballpark.
Okay.
Like I fucked with them.
They weren't that bad.
They weren't that bad.
Okay.
But my son was like, yo, what is this, Pops? I was like, yo, that's truffles, bud. Like, I'm gonna turn you on to some shit. The truffles is where they at. So with the Popeyes, he was like, yo, they got truffle sauce here? I said, yeah. He's like, can I get that? I was like, I got you, come on. So we ordered the fucking chicken and the fries, and he's dipped his fries in that motherfucking shit. He goes, yo, Dad, this joint slap. I said, I know. Dipping the fries in the truffle sauce, put it on my sandwich, motherfucker, bang, right? Go back, I don't know, a few weeks later, I was like, yo, you know, we're gonna get this, and can I get 2 orders of truffle sauce? They're like, sorry, sir, but that's, we no longer sell that. I'm like, what did you say to me? He said, yeah, it was a limited time offer. I'm like, well, I guess that's into that. My son goes, Dad, what do you mean? I said, that means, boy, they don't sell that shit no more right now. He goes, is it gonna come back? I don't fucking know. Yeah,
I said, cancel my whole order. We going somewhere else.
I said, well, to figure something out, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I need to figure out how to make the truffle shit
Make
myself.
it.
But
Did you
finding
look it up?
truffles is the hard part.
I know,
Like,
they're very expensive too.
exactly. Like,
So-
I'd rather find it
Wegmans got
myself.
them, but you know what
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying.
gotta pay
Burger Box.
money.
I'll start bringing you some shit from Burger Box. There's this little Richmond restaurant
What
called
the fuck's
Burger
a
Box.
truffle?
It's a
It's
mushroom.
a mushroom, baby.
It grows underground though.
They sell containers of their truffle sauce. It is so fucking good.
Word.
Burger Box. My kids choose to go there
How
for
much
their
is it?
birthdays. Oh, it's expensive. Like the bigger jar is expensive, but like if you get it with some fries, they've got so many different types of dips and sauces that you can put your fries in, and you can like completely change the type of fries that you're getting. You can make them spicy, you can make them sweet, you can make them like roasted garlicky, whatever. I don't know. I love that place. If y'all ever come to Richmond, come with me to Burger Rock.
But yeah,
So
like,
good.
truffles, so Jude, truffles, here's the thing with them.
They're good.
They're expensive,
I forgot
they're
to
hard to
say
find,
that.
and that's what makes them expensive.
Gotta get pigs to find them.
People go out here and they hunt for them. Like, you gotta hunt for these.
You gotta get
motherfuckers, right?
pigs
It's
to
like
sniff
the
them out.
ginseng motherfuckers that be
But
out
look,
on the
They
mountain.
so-
grow underground. They're part of the mycelium network. They're just not mushrooms that grow out of the ground.
Yeah.
They grow
You
under the
literally
ground.
need a pig to sniff it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Of
So
the dirt.
look, here's the thing: the motherfuckers that find these motherfuckers, they get paid out
I
there.
can't imagine.
Hey yo, restaurants pay motherfuckers for these goddamn mushrooms. Like, yeah, people go out, hunt these bitches, find them, dig them up, sell them to restaurants for buku money, and they're good. And motherfuckers, and it's like they're grown in certain climates. Like, you can get them around here. I've heard people hunting them around here, but it's like upper elevations, marsh areas, not like more like swampy, but like
It's gotta have
dense
some leaf,
forest. Yeah,
tree cover.
yeah, some tree cover, yeah, some canopy.
Yeah, like
They probably
Yeah.
grew up where I lived
like
up on the
Rocky
mountain.
Bottom.
Yeah, you know, somewhere up there. But people get paid
Everything
to
grew in my
drop
yard
off
up
these
there.
Everything
damn
grows up there.
Yeah, that place was nice.
mushrooms at restaurants. Like, somebody said a friend of his.
Yeah, that's like I said, that's like them ginseng hunters and shit like
Yeah.
that out there in the woods and shit. Be and all the motherfucking shit that be selling like that, shrooms.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
other
yeah.
Crazy ass shit.
So-
Morels.
So
yeah.
1 ounce of one ounce of truffles, which is like 1 to 2 small truffles.
Was I $3.99?
It is $350 fucking dollars.
Damn. Well, I tell you what.
to 2 little. Look how teeny,
Oh,
y'all.
I know how small they are.
Yeah, you shave that up into little tiny pieces and sprinkle it over some French
I
fries.
always wondered why there was like a $3 extra charge at Burger Box for truffle sauce.
But they're
Oh,
strong.
no.
Like their taste.
Yeah, they're
is
strong,
very
so you
potent.
can make it last if
So
you put it in
you
a good sauce.
So
Like,
yeah,
stretch
you
it.
only
There
need
was
to dab a little.
Yeah.
there was a spot in Pennsylvania. I can't remember this market. It was like this big deal. It's like a tourist trap, but it was a big deal market in Pennsylvania when we went up there for the Harry Potter shit that we went to, and they had this lady was selling truffle everything, like truffle fucking
Oh my god.
oils,
She
truffle
had a secret
salt.
stash. Like, where was her stash?
Like, I mean, everything had
Where you
truffle,
get them
whatever.
truffles, girl?
They
So-
grow them in certain
Yeah,
places.
some people, some people started growing. So
smart.
we got this truffle salt. We
They do
still got a
psychedelic
little
ones.
bit of the salt, but that shit was years ago that we went to fucking Pennsylvania. Probably about 3 or 4 years ago. We had this truffle pesto, bruh. I made this motherfucking homemade garlic bread. Threw that truffle pesto on that bitch. Sprinkle a little Parmesan. Man, what? That motherfucker right there with the pasta I made, shit, couldn't tell me nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that said,
Oh yeah,
we're going to have to bring this episode of the Mason and Friends show to a close.
we have made it to the end, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, that is correct. We'd like to thank you so much for listening.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to encourage you to listen to old episodes as well as new episodes.
Like, share, subscribe.
Don't forget, you can hit me up if you want to book it. I'll get you a 1984 copy, a Fahrenheit 451 copy. I got another one. What is it? A Brave New World?
Brave New World.
All kinds of good stuff.
Uh-huh.
So holler at your boy on that, man.
Go, Gillette.
Oh, you want to do some Russian Gillette, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Wow.
We will rock a Russian Gillette on the end of this track, or the end of this episode.
You know what? They need to bring Book It back.
Yeah, dude, they don't want that, man. They want us all brain dead zombies
Bring
looking at
Book
our
It
phones.
back. You know what I mean? You might not be able to do Pizza Hut, but you can do Chick-fil-A and Book It.
I would, if I had an independent pizza place, I would do Book It.
Fuck yeah. They need to bring that back. Reading's fundamental.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Waste.
this Russian Roulette is going to be a song called "Wall Between Us." I have no idea what this is about.
What year was that one?
2013.
Oh, this is old.
This is 10/15/2013.
This is an early joint.
Don't forget, we love you very much. We wish you nothing but the
This
best.
is before the hair came in.
Be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you. Don't be a dick.
Little bits by little bits, ladies and gentlemen, keep moving forward.
That's right. Keep grinding on the shit you're trying to
Hey
get
now,
done.
hey now.
Because that's how things get done.
We believe in you.
Yeah, that's,
believe in you.
Hey now, hey
We
now.
love you. We wish you nothing but
I
the
don't think
best.
it's a good one though. But
It's not good?
Hey, man, I don't know.
He
I
don't
know.
remember.
I don't think 2013s weren't really the best ones, bro. You remember?
So,
He was just
preface,
warming up.
Q Unit's not enthused at this track, but we'll see what happens, y'all.
Bear with it.
All right. Don't forget, we love you very much.
Love y'all.
Wish you nothing but the best.
All day, every day.
And peace be with you.
Peace. Oh yeah, we're going old school again. We're gonna throw out a fucking classic CD. This goes out to all my boys, the motherfucking double A, working at my daily job. Well, it's really a night job, 'cause I work in the middle of the fucking night. The only good thing about it is it's only 4 days a week, so I got a good old fucking weekend. This beat's pretty fucking slow, man. It's like da 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 da. Yeah. Keep with it, 'cause I just want to be like, hey now, don't fuck it up now, baby. White chocolate, what's happening now?
That's all my people now, yeah. Throwing random shout outs to people I don't even fucking know. I'm just pointing, talking about, hey, you over there, hey, yeah, alright, hey now. They fucking looking at me all fucked up, kinda like, who the fuck is that guy? And I'm like, I'm sitting that guy way over there. And they're like, oh yeah, that's that crazy guy. Crazy guy. And I'm like, how the hell? Oh, y'all motherfuckers know me. But ain't none of y'all know. Y'all motherfuckers. What the hell? This is like a talking song right here. You can talk to this motherfucker. You don't need to rap. It's like, or sing. You just talk to it. Then you know when the motherfucker's showing it, you can be like, hey now, I'm gonna Frank fucking Sinatra, baby. Hit that shit. Yeah, I was sitting in my house, sitting there beating on my dick, watching some bullshit on fucking TV. Pretty sure it wasn't Sports Center. That'd be pretty fucking nasty. Beating off the Stuart Scott in his fucked up eye. Oh yeah. I was sitting there on a Saturday night, drinking liquor straight out of the bottle. Fucking half naked on my front porch, had on nothing but socks, and my mug was in my right hand. Had a nice frog leg in the other hand. This song is pretty fucking slow. It's kind of like depressing now. If your dog died, you be singing this shit. You playing it in the background. Hell yeah. It sounded real good before we turned the fucking music on. But now it's just like, come on with it. Here we go. Get ready. Beat this. Here we go. Come on. Hit me. Hit me with the hey now, John. I gotta hit it on the track, man. This is some shit. All I need is hey now. Hey. Why the fuck are you looking at me like that? Hey now, it's Friday morning. Hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. Hey now, this is dedicated to all my people. Hell yeah, I like going a cappella. Who the fuck needs music when the shit's embedded in your fucking head?